What would you do if a baby's desperate cry pulled you into a room of secrets? For one Maid, that single sound changed her life forever, and what she saw inside left her horrified. It was late evening in the grand mansion, the kind of place filled with chandeliers, golden frames, and soft carpets. Everything looked perfect from the outside, but deep inside, something was very wrong. Suddenly, the sharp cry of a baby echoed through the halls. The young black maid, dressed in her crisp navy uniform with a white apron, froze for a second. Her heart raced. She knew that sound. It wasn't just a baby crying, it was a cry of distress. Without a second thought, she rushed upstairs, her footsteps echoing against the marble staircase. She pushed open the elegant nursery door, and her eyes widened in horror. There on the floor lay a baby in a white onesie, helpless and crying, while the wealthy woman of the house lounged on her luxurious bed in a silk robe, completely indifferent. The maid gasped, kneeling down to check if the baby was okay. Her hands trembled as she touched the child's tiny arms. "How could anyone ignore this?" she whispered, her eyes darting to the woman on the bed. The rich woman barely lifted her head from the pillow, her eyes heavy with laziness. "Don't act so dramatic," she muttered, her voice cold. "He cries all the time. Let him be." The maid couldn't believe what she was hearing. A baby, lying on the cold floor of a mansion worth millions, while his own mother didn't care. The sight burned her heart. Anger welled inside her, but she kept silent, clutching the child close to her chest. Looking down at the baby's tear-streaked face, the maid felt something powerful. She knew she had no wealth, no mansion, and no silk robes like her employer. But she had something far more important: love. "I swear you'll pay for this neglect," she thought to herself, determination flashing in her eyes. She rocked the baby gently, whispering soothing words, while the woman on the bed turned away, uncaring. At that moment, the maid promised in her heart that she would never let this child suffer alone again. From that day, things began to change. The maid became more than just a servant, she became the child's guardian angel. Every cry, every laugh, every step, she was there. And while the wealthy woman sank deeper into her coldness, the bond between the maid and the baby only grew stronger. The story spread, and when the truth finally came out, the world would know who really cared for the child. Not the woman in silk robes, but the maid in a simple apron, who proved that love, not money, makes a true parent. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because sometimes, the most powerful stories are hidden in the cries we choose to hear.